I only have a few days to install a cage in my car before the next bash.
Are we gonna make it? Well, I guess you're gonna have to stay till the end of this video. My name is Lucas.
My name is Maciek, and you're watching Dub Bucket Garage.
First things first, we have to get rid of all that filthy interior. We're gonna technically first of all try to clean that thing up a little bit, get rid of all the stuff, pull the seats out, pull the plastics out, so we can then make a room for making the first adjustments to the inside of the car so we can actually test fit the cage.
Oh, so this is the Pride and Joy Sylvester.
Sylvester.
Sylvester Pride and Joy.
And it's not a Stallone.
No,
It's just Sylvester from Looney Tunes.
Just Sylvester.
Just Sylvester.
This is the car, one of the two cars
Yeah.
that we bought in
A couple of months back now.
nearly it's been no,
Is it?
nearly
Is
a
it
year
a
next
year?
month. Next month it'll be a year.
That's
Click on
mad.
the video just here. You should be able to watch that video.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. That was actually that long. It's
Yeah.
mad.
We've
Time is
almost-
flying when you're having
Almost
fun.
a year of being an official DMG man. The Pride and Joy that's less rusty than Jacob's car, which
Yeah.
I take
We did
a
a little
lot
bit of
a lot of pride in
And a lot of joy.
and a lot of joy. Now, never
Imperfections.
mind any of the dents or.
You just don't want me to bring it around the other side. That is a good
No,
side.
don't look at the boot either. Don't look at the boot. No, don't look at it.
That's a,
Oh,
here.
Car is haggard.
Listen.
it's not though. It's a Pride and Joy. It's a work in progress.
This is Sylvie's good side. He's a little boo-boo here.
Pride and joy.
No, that's.
I'd hate to see a car, you know.
No,
Is that not how you roll arches?
Listen, we were trying to roll the arches and the whole thing just decided to
You roll the arches with a vice grips.
Yeah, that's how you do it these days, you know? The whole car itself, right? I'm super impressed because the one thing you guys don't know, the other day actually lads managed to get the car up on the lift for the very first time and see underneath it. And we were doing this funky thing.
Insert clip here of the car being on the lift.
Funny thing about it, we were doing the whole thing, every single car got the same treatment, right? Jakey's one got the same treatment, this car got the same treatment. We were all kind of like having, like no one's slagging each other here, we're just having a little bit of laugh, you know? We were like, oh Jesus, here you go, you know, tough out life in the way, you know, dirty here, rusty there, things like that. But you have to give him one thing, this thing, it's mint underneath. So it just makes no sense.
I haven't seen a higher mileage chassis Z.
Right, what's the mileage on the chassis?
170,000 miles.
It's
170,000 miles living in the UK for 20 years, 21 years. 'Cause
The
this is
land of rain
2005.
and salt. So you can, if you put these things together, you got a rust bucket, basically, is what you're gonna call it. So unbelievable. Like I'm super surprised.
Minus my oil pan. Need to rip everything out.
And why do we have to rip everything out?
In 8 days, we have the first bash of the year. And instead of going for the hero class, we're going for the pro class, so I need the cage.
If we make it.
If we make it.
This is the whole big question mark. Insert the question mark here.
Hey, don't be giving me
This is a bolting cage.
Yeah.
It's not a fully competition cage, but it still needs to be welded in, which is actually probably a fun fact that a lot of people wouldn't know. It does need plates welded in order to be mounted securely.
We will try to obviously take everything out, get everything ready, and we'll see how we get on. You guys in for a ride. We're going to show you step by step the steps that we're going to take. Again, we have no idea what we're doing. We are not an educational channel. We are here to entertain, as you can see, you know, from the intro. So now, for now, let's start ripping this interior and let's get it. And if you're wondering what's keeping us safe on track, it's these bad boys. And we want to really give a big, massive shout out to our partners, Logic Fire and Security. Make sure to check out the link below to see the complete range of the fire security system. The guys are covering from alarms to cameras to all the different systems. Again, I could be here all day talking about it, but make sure to go and check out the website. Support the guys that support us. after taking out all the seats, and here we are cracking on the plastic. Pretty much the procedure is straightforward. Seats out, then you're moving on to, there's a little plastic that holds the couple of clips together that releases this side. What we're trying to expose, just to kind of give a quick idea of what we're trying to achieve, we need to have 2 points in the front, so one on each pillar. Then we need the 2 free points here for a hoop, which is called on your cage. And then we need 2 more points in the back. So we're trying to get as many plastics as possible so we can have better visibility so we can start cutting. So this is where we're at so far. Yeah, let's crack it. We're not going to be boring you with this process. It's just basically, let's crack it. Let's crack it. You know, you start picking up on those things and it's actually quite interesting because you always learn something new about them. But anyway, time for chopping. Let's go.
The 2 front points need to be welded in, obviously, kind of at the very front.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 points in the kind of middle of the car. And as far as I'm aware, my car needs to get chopped.
Yeah, we're gonna need to do a little bit of chopping here in order to...
Hold on a minute. What's this fella looking at?
Oh, fella.
Cheeky looking bugger. Look at the little side eye and all on him. He's watching you.
Who?
There, Henry.
Henry, extra.
Little creep.
Creepo.
See him snorting and stuff as well?
Yeah, look
he
at that.
snorted the inside of the car.
Yeah,
you might be able to see in the time lapse. The filthy.
He's done.
It was flipping dirty as heck.
Flipping dirty as heck, and there's a half a Mandela peg in there.
Before car.
Getting chopped.
Getting chopped.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it. Safety goggles. Safety first. See, Tomcho's not here.
Tom should change his name to Tomcho on the Instagram now. He should.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No,
sure.
I honestly, like, I was that close away from me. I always wear your goggles.
Right, I'll go get the goggles.
Get the goggles.
Evan, do the thing. Ha! So now that Mr. Lucas has his
Goggles.
safety equipment,
Safety equipment on.
we should get back to chopping because,
Yeah.
you know what?
We're doing well.
That's not a very straight line.
No, it's not, but it's not going to be straight.
All right, Picasso, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, nothing's going to be perfect. It's going to be okay.
We have finished chopping the car and we are now getting rid of some unwanted sound deadening. To mount the cage, we have 2 of those boxes there. They're going right behind the driver and the passenger seat, and they're going to go right in the corner. They're going right in there, so you have to get rid of some sound deadening so we can weld them properly. These are right above the fuel tank, so you don't ideally want to be welding there, but
I guess if you want a cage, you better have to take a risk.
yeah,
No
you're...
risk, no reward, bitch. Like what Matthew said, we are where we are. It's actually moving fairly alright. And I guess it's just because the fact that we've done this before. But we're all trying to kind of, like, you know, I don't know, remind ourselves what needs to be done next.
Everyone has nicknames and the people don't know. This is Maciek, but we call him
Matthews.
Matthews.
Who knows?
This is Matthews. So if you ever see him at a Drift Games Bash or
Just
anything,
say, "Hi,
or any
Matthews."
events, hi Matthews. And then I'm gonna pop a Tomcho on screen now, like a little one. Hold on, I'll hold him here. This is little Tomcho. This is, where do we get the name Tomcho from?
It's on Tomcha box. In the Tomcha box, it's a still box.
And it's just full of crap.
But it's all Tom's crap.
No, it's all of our crap. Oh no, there's a nicely organized Tomcho box. But then there's also Tomcho's favorite box, which is just every nut and bolt from everything
and
ever.
you know what? Out of both boxes, he always reaches for the one with the most amount of mess for some reason.
He loves it.
And he loves it. He loves to tip the whole thing. I don't know, but can you relate? It's like playing love. I don't know if you guys have that, you know, like when you were a kid, you know, growing up. I used to have this big, massive, like a Lego box. And every time, I'd say you can all relate. Once every so often, you go to the stage, you just tip the whole box of Lego and you were trying to build something. And it could be so many different things in it, you know, you're trying to figure it out. That's exactly what Tomcha box is.
If you had one of them boxes as well, make sure you comment below. Let us know if Lucas is allowed on this one.
And make sure.
I have one of those boxes, just a big
Yeah, right?
Just
And make sure
Oh, yeah,
if you do comment, say, how about we're gonna go with hashtag Tocho Box? I have one. I think that would be crack. Let's go with that.
But yeah, so we have this is Lukey, we have Matthews, and then we have Jakey, we have I'll pop in another one, the Tamcha.
Jakey. And then we have Amush,
And then we have the one with the ginger beard, this is me.
the leprechaun.
Hide the forehead.
Did you hit your head?
Need more energy. More passion.
More passion, more power, more energy, more footwork, more footwork. Here we go. Alright, no. It's midnight, by the way. It's so late. I don't know where this energy is from. Didn't even finish my mustard yet. And that's probably why.
Anyway, flipping score. Look what I found. The air freshener. Because my car used to smell of the devil's lettuce.
The devil's love.
No, do you guys know what? You guys know me as a sandwich man. Do you know what that means?
No,
I always keep one handy.
I was going to.
One, we have the main hoop and the rear section in the car. So tomorrow's going to be another day. We're going to try to get the front section in. The main.
Yeah, the main hook bar, yeah.
Do your forehead bar,
Yeah,
right?
Forehead bar, yeah.
And
Again, we're not professionals.
it's 1:30 in the morning. I think it's time we call it a day for today, and then we resume putting everything back in together tomorrow.
So see you guys tomorrow.
So here we are, back with the car. It has now been 3 weeks and we have moved units, so there wasn't a day two because we realized under how much time constraint we actually were. But Evan, if you come along here, you can have a look inside the car. We got the sidebars in and the cage was welded. The car did make it. Don't mind the rust. I spent about 4 weeks probably sanding this down from the purple, and now it's back to being rusty. So there's going to be a paint job coming soon. There will be a video about that, but yeah, so the car made it to the bash. So we had a guy that was meant to come and weld it, but the issue was that he couldn't find the time that we had free, he couldn't get free, so on and so forth. So it ended up being a very rushed job. So the welds aren't very pretty, but the cage, I'll open the door again, is absolutely solid. So don't mind that clicking noise. That's totally not a loose bolt. Insert a clip here of Evan in the passenger seat when his car broke down. He hopped in with me and we had an amazing time tandeming with all the boys, tandeming with a stranger as well. He was basically on my door every single time I tandemed with a stranger. No, I am going to keep the interior.
If you know, you know. 350Z problems.
I already tried my best to keep as much of it as I can, and also, if you can see there, my car is filled with other interior panels and also spare door cards that I'm going to remake mine. They came from Tom's car. Hide that.
Gunter
Yeah, no, I don't want the car to feel too kind of raw, too drifty. I like the kind of street aspect that having a full interior gives you. Makes it a bit more cozy, feels a bit more safe. But that was the cage install anyway. Probably wanted to get more footage and be more educational on it. But that's just how we do things, especially right before a bash. So that's the kind of way it worked out. If you've watched this far, click like and subscribe. There's some big things coming for this car. I'm very excited. It's going to be very expensive, and we're just kind of doing this as we go along. We want to keep a schedule and stuff like that, but stuff gets mixed around and this and that. So if there's bits missing, we're sorry. We're doing it on the fly. But hit subscribe, hit like, hit the notification bell. Stay tuned for the next videos. There's big things coming for this car. There's big things coming for Evan's car, but there's also a secret project that you guys are not allowed to see. But stay tuned. Every 2 weeks, Thursday, 6 p.m.-ish. We'll see you guys there.